Lyrebird here. I've been thinking a lot about the experience for new players. Iron Mace has made a lot of content and a lot of changes to their existing content. To take on the job of talking about the challenges Iron Mace is facing, we're going to need a champion, specifically a skeleton champion. The Skelly Champ is the perfect example of Iron Mace iterating on their own ideas. First, he was a scary monster, then he was a scary monster that sometimes dropped a shiny key. Then, realizing they had to make him a little more of an obstacle to justify this new dispensation of value, they completely changed his moveset and made his attacks apparently unable to be staggered. This new version had a remnant of the old, but was clearly an improvement on the design, with a much more varied set of movements and attacks. This stuff is perfect, but problems in overarching design become apparent on implementation. Sometimes the Skeleton Champion, Wraith, Yeti, and other sub-bosses are guarding great value and treasure. Other times they're not, or it's disproportionate. Because most of the equipment you find in these lion head chests is ultimately not very valuable, it can often feel unrewarding to spend the time and take the risks necessary to slay these sub-boss creatures. Basic idea of fight monster to get loot is there, but until they implement procedural map design, we likely will not see a better implementation of the monsters as they affect the layout of the dungeon. Now, most of the player base actually considers the PvP content to be the main focus of their gameplay, and that's entirely fair. But the ultimate goal of the game devs seems to be the integration of these players in matches alongside more PvE-focused players. Or, more simply put, to allow players to approach the game however they would like to. Unfortunately, the stats and desired attributes of those who wish to optimize their PvE play are the exact same as those optimized for PvP. In other words, it does not matter if you want to fight the Lich or the Lobby, you're going to want movement speed and ranged damage, probably. Unlike the map problems, this one doesn't need to wait to be resolved. You just need to expand the amount of silver weapons and armor in the game. Imagine silver plate that decreased physical damage bonus by 5% per piece equipped, but gave you 15% extra damage dealt to undead per piece equipped. What if, instead of that, it slowed you down more than normal plate, but gave you 5% less damage taken from undead per piece equipped? What about silver-infused chainmail that gives you a negative modifier to your true damage, but gives you the ability to deal dark reflection damage to undead attackers? There are other solutions as well, like the one I proposed in a previous video about giving PvE or utility classes an additional layer of mobility on the fringes of the dungeon. Let me know in the comments section if you'd be willing to pay for silver armor, or if you'd like there to be class-specific ratways in the dungeon. Helping the devs to brainstorm is one of the few values we have as playtesters, so I would love to hear your ideas in the comments section below.